Hey, it's Hendo checking in though, coming to y'all with another video. I'm not gonna waste your time. Like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up if you can. Let's get into the content.
Argentina are never beating the allegations because they have a food shop that is called This. And not only is it called This, 3 British men traveled all the way to Argentina to go and find this. 3 British white men, of course, went down there to go and find this burger place and to eat it. And to be fair, this gentleman did look a little bit awkward when he got there, but that didn't stay for very, very long. When they walked into the restaurant, this particular sign, which was there, some inside the restaurant as they're enjoying the N-word being played, said around. Then they're outside waiting for their burgers to come and they're still dancing to the N-word and any other thing around it. And when the burger comes, it comes with a wrapper that says the word on it. And it hasn't been printed, of course, it has been written. So therefore, that's another intentional act. And then lastly, when the actual burger comes, it has a black bun to really drive the message home. And then they eat it. This is the type of disgusting, grotesque thing that I'm just like, these type of people, this has nothing to those things. It is just a desire to be as disrespectful, offensive, and grotesque as humanly possible. The restaurant's a terrible idea. The menu is a terrible idea. The black burger buns are a terrible idea. These people attending is a terrible idea. Them filming it, editing, putting it out is a terrible idea. Them filming themselves saying the N-word and bleeping it out and pretending that we didn't hear it is a bad idea. And the fact that they're dancing to songs about the N-word in that way to what's the language? To provocate us further is a terrible idea, all round. Just to be clear, these are the individuals that they are. If you know them, please do let us know. Please tag us. We would love to meet them more formally here.
And as always, I want you to look at how black populations are treated across the world. Let's try to find some similarities in it. You know what I mean? And the black population in every country is usually 9 times out of 10, the Aboriginal indigenous population of the country is usually the melanated people of the population. But Argentina took it far with getting rid of theirs. I mean, America tried the same thing with World War II, World War II, and they're about to try the same thing with World War III. See them pushing the draft age back. They got to look at the signs. See, they put a lot of stuff out there, headlines to throw you off. But if you look at what they're really trying to do behind the scenes, video up right now about that, you'll know.
From a historical standpoint, can we show this Argentina clip?
Yep. Argentina, late 1700s. Buenos Aires. Black men and women make up nearly 1/3 of the entire population. Then the government decides Argentina must become white. They call it blanqueamiento, whitening the nation. They send thousands of black men to the front lines of every war. They use them as cannon fodder. Thousands die. The men are wiped out. The women are left behind. 1871. Yellow fever epidemic hits Buenos Aires. The government lets it ravage the poor black neighborhoods. They do nothing. Thousands more black people die in the slums while the rich watch. While the black population is being erased, the government opens the floodgates to Europe. Millions of Italians, Spaniards, Germans pour in. They pay their passage, give them land, give them jobs. They say it is to improve the race. Black identity is deliberately flooded out. Intermarriage is pushed. Black faces disappear from history books. By the early 1900s, the census stops counting them. Today, Argentina proudly calls itself the Paris of South America. Almost no black faces on the streets. Almost no black faces in the media. They didn't just disappear. The government erased them on purpose. Argentina became white by design.
I think it's always just important just to have some historical information, man. And so much has been done throughout history. This is really crazy, especially when it comes to black people.
On every continent,
all over the world, man. And to this day, Argentina is one of the most racist countries in the world.
For sure.
They just had the soccer player that called the dude the monkey. They're a lot different than other South America. South America is a lot of black people in South America, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, but not in Argentina. Yeah. And that video explains why. And Argentina is also one of the 3 countries that recently voted that slavery was not the worst crime in human history. Only 3 countries voted against it.
What were the other 2? No
America and
America.
Israel. Yeah, America, Israel, and Argentina, and then the whole Europe pretty much abstained.
Yeah.
Which means that they didn't yes or no. But 144 countries voted yes, that it was the worst crime in human history. It's crazy that America voted no when they're the ones that's actually benefited from it the most, mostly. But not surprising.
Not surprising at all, especially with the prison system.
No, you guys, if I go to Italy and they start doing this, I'm actually gonna cry. It'll take me back to like when I used to get bullied in Argentina.
You got bullied in Argentina?
Yeah, all the time growing up.
Oh, because that's Argentina's mad racist, huh?
Yeah, I guess they are. They are racist and they're also like white kids all the time. Because like me and my brothers were the only Asians in the school.
Was that a kid? Well, he
The
was
whole
a kid.
school, yeah, two brothers.
Yeah,
And we would always get this. Like this. People like, and then they call us like Chinese, basically, even though we're not Chinese. That would happen all the time, even in the streets. Apparently it got better because I still have friends that are from Argentina. And they said it got better now. Like people know that's fucking racist.
To do it.
What about you? Oh. Yeah. I remember my dad would just like, when people would do that, even kids, because like kids would do this all the time. My dad would just like give them the middle finger and they get scared. He'd just be like, yeah. Yeah, they would do it with like my parents there and everything.
What is one race you would not date?
No, she black.
Yeah, black too. Yes, very black.
Why?
Because they shout when they speak.
It's uncommon to see black people where we live.
It must be angry people.
I always get those people in the comments who act ignorant. So I want to preference that last clip by saying there is, or just say after that last clip that it's okay to have a preference. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't see myself dating a black person. Like I just couldn't see myself dating a black person. There's nothing wrong with that. But when your country is completely white, and we know why, because you ethnogenesis cleanse all the blackness out of your country, literally, and then, now and you're saying the blacks, and the reasoning for it, the reasons that they gave was like, we see. So I know there's gonna be somebody in the comments like, what's wrong with having a preference if I don't date black people? There's nothing wrong with having a preference. Nobody's saying that. We're just saying it's the things you say after that, the add-ons, the little bullshit that everybody talks after that just shows who you truly are. But let's keep going.
Now this is some real Latino tea. Argentinians are known to be the most racist in the Latino community by far. However you feel, I think overwhelmingly the reputation is that they are the most racist in the Latino community.
Due to recent events, everybody's researching Argentina and black people. So here are two videos I found on Argentina.
There's so few black people in Argentina compared to other South American countries. Unlike Brazil or Colombia, Argentina saw massive European immigration. They also pushed policies to whiten the population. Black Argentines were then sent to the war front lines to die. Today, less than 1% identify as black, one of the lowest rates in Latin America.
The wars that killed a generation. Between 1810 and 1880, Argentina fought almost constantly. Wars of independence, civil wars, and the bloody Paraguay from 1864 to 1870. The government drafted black men at higher rates than anyone else. Many were promised freedom if they fought. Most never came home. In some regiments, the death rate among black soldiers reached 70%. Historian George Reid Andrews wrote that the army became the graveyard of the black race in Argentina. By the 1870s, the black male population had collapsed. Disease and neglect. As if war was not enough, disease finished what the battlefield began. In 1871, yellow fever swept through Buenos Aires. Wealthier white residents fled to the countryside. While black families were trapped in crowded districts, thousands died. After the epidemic, entire black neighborhoods disappeared. The survivors were left poor, scattered, and forgotten. When the next national census came, the government quietly began erasing them from the record. The 1895 census removed the category Negro entirely. Statistically, Afro-Argentines stopped existing. Immigration and the whitening of the nation. While black Argentines were dying from war and disease, the government was busy inviting Europeans to improve the race. From 1870 to 1914, more than 6 million European immigrants, mostly Italians and Spaniards, poured into Argentina. It was one of the largest migration drives in modern history. President Domingo Faustino Sarmiento openly declared that Argentina's future depended on civilizing its population through European blood. Another leader, Juan Bautista Alberdi, wrote that to govern is to populate with Europeans. This was not a secret policy, it was a national project. Black people were not deported, they were absorbed, hidden and replaced. Intermarriage, deliberate census manipulation, and the flood of Europeans into Argentina in the public imagination. It into a white nation. The erasure of culture. But even as Afro-Argentines vanished from the census, their culture could not be erased so easily. The rhythms of African drums known as candombe survived in the slums of Buenos Aires. Those same rhythms gave birth to tango. The first known tango composers, people like Rosendo Mendizabal, a black pianist, shaped the music that would later define Argentina. But as tango went international, its African roots were scrubbed clean. What began in the black barrios was rebranded as a sophisticated European dance from the white elite.
And I just want to throw in there, let's not forget where the Nazis ran to after World War II, after they lost. Where a lot of them ran to. Of course, America took in a lot. Of course, Russia took in a lot. Of course, a lot of them were scattered across the world like nothing ever happened. We took on all the bad guys, but a lot of them ran. The ones we didn't take ran to South America, Argentina, Bolivia, places like this, Colombia. They ran to these places to start a new life. You know what I mean? And these places, they accepted them with open arms, allowed them to come, have their own cities, towns. I heard there was whole German towns down there. So come on now. Them even trying to argue against the racist allegations is crazy, but let's keep going.
Lo negro no es malo. Yo soy negra y no soy mala.
No terminó el racismo con mi hermano.
Me da bronca sentir que tengo que justificar que soy argentina, porque mis ancestros hicieron muchísimo por este país. Siempre el argentino trató de ser blanco europeo, y por eso mismo siguen pensando que lo negro es malo. Lo negro no es malo. Yo soy negra y no soy mala. Al resto de la gente por ahí le parezco exótica, le parezco rara, le llamo la atención. Ellos te ven negra, pero no lo suficientemente negra. Sos negrita y sos linda, sos una negrita linda, no sos tan negra.
No, there's no people from Africa, no.
Casi todos somos descendientes de italianos o de españoles.
Los grupos en el poder, en Argentina y en otros países de América, trataron de blanquear su población. Eso era el objetivo de modernizar al país, quitando la población indígena a través de matanzas y blanqueando la población negra a través de la inmigración de europeos.
Yo creo que mi hermano fue asesinado por su color de piel. Lo esposan, le dan una paliza de patadas y palos. Mi hermano sale desnudo en una ambulancia, en una camilla. El hospital Ramos Mejía está a 2 minutos de lo que es la comisaría hospital y tardaron 2 horas en llegar. No terminó el racismo con mi hermano, continúa y continúa. Y yo siento mucha soledad para defender a mi hermano, porque las organizaciones no hacen nada por el caso de mi hermano.
Si te dicen que los argentinos son todos blancos o que venimos todos de Europa y crees que eso es lo que vos tenés que aspirar. Y en realidad lo más importante creo que son las bases. Y nuestras raíces son muy fuertes. Somos nietos, hijos y bisnietos de sobrevivientes a un genocidio. Y un genocidio que aún ahora es negado.
Are black people allowed in Argentina? I know. It sounds stupid, doesn't it? Well, this is what some foreigners are trying to get people to buy into the idea that we are racist. Because there are not many black people here, we are racist. They want to label us as racist. Obviously, that's not true. We're not racist. We love people. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your skin color. We love people. So, there are some foreigners who come to Argentina and they're black, and just because they don't see many black people, they assume that we are racist. And they say, oh my gosh, if you go to Argentina, they're gonna stare at you because you are the odd one. Not because you are the odd one. We're gonna stare at you because we love your skin color, because we're gonna stare at you because you look amazing. That's the reason that we're gonna stare at you. But oh gosh, it annoys me when people go to a particular country in order to expect to see black people. I mean, it's preposterous to think that there are people who go to a country to expect to see black people. If you want to see black people, go to Nigeria, go to Ghana. But I think it's so preposterous to visit a country in order to see black people. We are a welcoming country. No one's gonna say anything nasty to you because we respect people.
No, it's not preposterous for you to go into a country and expect to see black people, because especially when you know the black people were there before the Spaniards invaded. When we know the indigenous population there was melanated. So we expect to at least see some indigenous melanated people still there. But the fact that you erase them all shows how racist you are. And now you're sitting here trying to act like that didn't happen. Like, we just don't have black people here. No, you murdered them all. You killed all the black people there. And now you're sitting there acting like, we don't see black people every day. You made sure you would never see black people every day. That is something, that is your legacy. That is the legacy of Argentina. Our brothers and sisters who were the first people on this planet, who were the first beings to touch every continent on this planet, are now gone. And that's because of you. So, but it's been your boy Hendo. I appreciate y'all for checking in though, and we out.